Mr. Uzair Hasim Shaiful. He is currently working with ASDC as an industry expert for manufacturing, research and development and future technologies domain. He got expertise in industrial robotics, automation, and Industry 4.0 technologies. Mr. Uzair also has over 14 years of experience in technical training and development at Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Mr. Uzair will deliberate upon myths and barriers of Industry 4.0 and 5.0 adaptation. So, delegates, let's welcome Mr. Uzair.
So, my talk is about the myths and barriers of Industry 4.0 and 5.0 adoption. So, today, everyone is, even industry experts, are primarily focusing on how the IIoT applications can be utilized in different fields like manufacturing, power plants, agriculture, and so on. Despite the need for the total digital transformation, the misconceptions are making the business postpone their IIoT initiatives due to some, I can say, concern points. So planning for the worst is fundamental. Yet over-calculating the risk and going away based on false assumption, it won't help. Since there is a lot of confusion about what precisely IIoT is and how it will function exactly in reality, we want to clarify these misconceptions. So here are some of the myths which I wanted to break. The number one, so IIoT cannot fit the legacy machines, because I have seen so many OEMs still they are using legacy machines like 20 years old machines and all. So people are thinking that if the new technology comes, so ultimately we have to scrap this kind of machines. So this IIoT having the facility that we can convert any kind of the legacy machines and putting some IIoT sensors into that, we can fetch some vital data like machine health conditions and operator status and safety parameters, and we can monitor or control from everywhere. So definitely IIoT can fit with all kind of legacy machines. Number two, IIoT is only for large manufacturing organization. The fact is that IIoT applies to organization of sizes, because many SMEs generally think that IIoT is only for large enterprises. The misconceptions mostly stem from the things like small companies have, where there is sufficient data, may not have sufficient data, capital, and other resources to implement IIoT. So in any case, organization of all sizes can implement IIoT solution. Number three, this is a major thing we can say that regarding about this security part. So IIoT can never be secure. The fact is that IIoT can be safe and secure. Due to information about IIoT security recently, manufacturing companies argue that it is impossible to secure the technology. Fortunately, many enterprises or security vendors or startups, they're already making IIoT security as a priority one. In addition to that, security standards bodies are aggressively developing so process and security frameworks so that the systems can be safe from any kind of online threats. Number four, this IIoT is only about device connection, because during my different seminars, I used to hear that by using IIoT, we can connect all the devices together, that's all. So it is not like that. The fact is that the IIoT is all about the creating functional data. Connecting multiple devices is the best way to collect device data. Valuable results from generated real-time data streams can enable actionable insights to improve decision-making kind of activities. Number five, IIoT, that is implementing IIoT for production involves huge costs. But fact is that IIoT allows the companies to build new revenue stream over the long term. Let's go for the barriers. So far we have found that these are the major barriers which we need to overcome as early as possible. The one is that combined technology of information technology and operation technology. Because so far we don't have any kind of the job roles or qualification pack which will support this kind of technologies. So I am into making this kind of the combined QP, because as you aware that I am basically automotive industry background. We people can able to do integrate the PLCs, any automation elements and robots and other things internally. We never take the data into the cloud. So here what happens, we are lagging with some of the concepts from information technology. So what we are doing in order to overcome this, So we are going to develop the first time in the history of qualification pack, as you are aware that. So we are making cross-sectoral QP qualification pack, and we are making it together like a cross-sectoral QP. So definitely this kind of QP will help you to providing training for the employees. So that, as I said, the first one is about the creation of the new qualification pack. The second one is that based on the qualification pack, we can create a different responsibility on those job roles. And then third one is once we have the qualification pack, definitely we can have tie-up with the different sector skill councils, and we can make the employee training plan. So these are the barriers generally. There to implement the Industry 4.0 concepts. And as we aware that still we are moving towards Industry 5.0, that is like a mass customization, we can say that. So here are the opportunities of, we can say, the Industry 4.0 as well as 5.0 also. So people, the opportunities are number one, increased overview of maintenance plan. It refers to predictive maintenance as opposed to the predictive maintenance applied so far. Smart sensors, IIoT devices, and customized software help to monitor and predict possible failure in due time. Only those machines likely to break down will be stopped for adjustment. This is the one of the opportunity. And the next one is the sustainability. The Industry 5.0 manufacturing promises to use resources widely, adjusting to the current need. Let us say the collaboration robot, as you aware, cobots. The collaboration between humans and machine leads to flexible business models. So in consequences, waste and overproduction can be reduced up to some elimination. And third one is human efficiency and productivity. Advanced technologies bring people back to the center of production. A collaborative robot can now perform repetitive, even dangerous tasks, while people focus on creativity and solutions. And then environmental control inside the factory. The smart connected sensors and customized software give the real-time and predictive overviews of climate, humidity, temperature, and other critical parameters. And finally, forecasting the line production efficiency. The smart connected machines, together with customized software, machine learning, and industrial automation, can forecast the production efficiency based on the current activity. This is what the people want. The flexibility process can be adjusted according to the parameters to avoid losses. So I would like to conclude that the hype surrounding the IIoT that leads manufacturers to believe that they must immediately invest in transformative technologies such as machine learning, augmented reality, and machines with artificial intelligence to achieve any efficiency benefits. That's all. Thanks for the opportunity.